Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today, yes, we're going to continue to talk about The Little Mermaid, that fucking box office abortion that's still playing in some theaters now, even though it just came out 2 weeks ago. It's not doing good at all. And I knew it. I knew it. I knew it when I was going to do this review. I knew I was probably the movie will probably be on fucking Disney Plus before I'm even done reviewing this motherfucker. Okay, that's how bad it's doing. Okay, it's absolutely fucking doing terrible. Okay, Disney's going to lose a shitload of money this year. This is not a good year for them. Okay, if you've been keeping up with the trades or the industry at all, you know that Disney's having a really fucking bad year. Their stocks have dropped. They're just another symptom of the fucking woke virus that's out there. Yes, I called it a woke virus that's out there that's infused every fucking corporation in America, and it's being rejected by the masses. Okay, it's being rejected by the general public. Okay, and Disney is another example of that. You've already seen other examples. Okay, like in Bud Light, Target. You know, I mean, it's going all over the place. Okay, this is the year when everybody exposed themselves. All right, and it's not doing well, and Disney's suffering a lot because they have so much, so they have a lot more to lose, and they're losing big time, big time. Their first major fucking movie was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and that movie bombed like no fucking Marvel movie has ever bombed before. That's how bad it was, okay? It didn't make anywhere near the kind of money that they were expecting it to make, okay, at all, okay? That fucked up a lot of people. A lot of people have already been fired because of Ant-Man Quantumania, okay? And then you got the fucking star, Jonathan Majors, who fucking got arrested for beating the shit out of his girlfriend. Oh my God, dude. And they were pinning the entire Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe was being pinned on Jonathan Majors to be the main bad guy, Kang the Conqueror. Okay, although why the fuck would you want to? Why the fuck would you want to build your whole franchise around a villain who's only had 2 appearances so far, and in both appearances he was already defeated? Like, why would that be the big bad guy? You know, it's stupid. But anyway, that's Marvel for you, okay? So that did really bad. Okay, the next thing they were betting everything on here. Well, they did Guardians of the Galaxy, which is doing okay. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 might actually break even, and that's because there was a lot of goodwill with that franchise. I enjoyed those movies, despite the fact that I absolutely fucking hate James Gunn, the creator and director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I absolutely cannot stand him. And right now he is in charge of Warner Brothers superhero division, okay, the DCEU over there. He's running that now, okay, because Marvel, I guess, wasn't being good to him. They fired him and then they brought him back. Yeah, you know, because he wrote he made some online remarks. Okay, I think it was on Twitter actually. He made some online remarks about stuff that you're not supposed to do with that adults are not supposed to do with minors, and I'll just leave it at that. He made some jokes about that online. He was immediately fired, and then they brought him back. But he's still angry about being fired. Okay, now when he got fired, he went to go direct the Suicide Squad for Warner Brothers, the sequel. Okay, which was actually, I enjoyed that movie. It was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was entertaining, but it made no fucking money because you know the pandemic was still up and about at the time. All right, but because of that, they gave him the fucking TV show, Peacemaker TV show, which was funny. I enjoyed it, even though it was woke as shit too. Okay, I still enjoyed most of it, not all of it, but most of it. I enjoyed it. So based on those two successes that he had at Warner Brothers, he jumped ship, left Marvel, but he still contractually he still had to finish Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so he finished it, and now he's done. He's done with Marvel now, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was okay. It was okay, all right? But anyway, I'm not reviewing that movie right now, okay? It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't as good as the other two. I know everybody hated Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, but I enjoyed it. And I think we all agree that we all enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1. Okay, they're those funny movies. Those are pretty good movies. I enjoyed them a lot, all right? So there's that. So it might break even, but other than that, nothing else. Okay, with Guardians of the Galaxy. And then the next Disney movie they came out with here was this one, Little Mermaid, which, oh my God, fucking just bombed big fucking time. They've made no fucking money. This movie needs to make a minimum. Worldwide, altogether, a minimum of $800 million. Okay, and why so much? Well, they're admitting that they spent about $250 million to make this movie. Okay, and then they spent another 150 to 200 million dollars to market this movie. That's all the commercials and the free giveaways and the fucking McDonald's lunchboxes. Okay, yeah, that's the marketing. Okay, all those interviews that they paid for them to go on the fucking talk shows to talk about their fucking movie and shit. Yeah, all those ads you saw on Facebook and shit. Okay, that's the marketing. Okay, yeah, they spent at least 150 to 200 million on marketing. Okay, and then you got to remember that the theaters get 50% of whatever money that comes in their register at the theater itself, okay? All right, so yeah, okay, they're not doing well. And China gets 60% of whatever money goes in their registers over there, okay? So it needs to make at least 800 million just to fucking break even. It's not gonna go anywhere near that. Okay, this movie is officially a fucking flop. Now, because this movie does click all the check marks that you need in Hollywood today. You race swapped the main characters. Okay, the white girl became a black girl. Okay, you had a completely diverse cast. Okay, all the mermaids are different ethnicities, despite the fact that they're supposed to have the same parents. Yeah. Okay. So they did all that. They put women in charge. Okay. So we have a queen now. No king. There's a queen. Okay. And she's a black woman, and she's in charge of a white kingdom. Okay. So these are all the diversity shit. Okay, that you need. Okay. So the white people in the movie are kind of like second class compared to the other people. Okay. Yes. That's the underlying message here. Okay. Is white people are down there, black people are up there. Okay. And black women are way up there. Ariel and the queen. Okay, now you got a Latino fucking king, but he's a fucking dumbass and portrayed as a borderline psychopath. Okay, who can't even control his own fucking emotions. Okay, he throws temper tantrums. Okay, whereas in the original cartoon, there was a reason he got mad at Ariel. It had nothing to do with him being an asshole. It had it with him trying to protect his daughter from making a big fucking mistake. Okay, whereas in this live action movie, King Triton can't control his own fucking anger. He hates the fact that his daughter won't do what he says. Okay, and is undisciplined. Okay, and so he takes out his anger by destroying her things to punish her. Okay, that's not what the original movie was about. Okay, I've never seen these movies before. I'm reviewing now for the first time. I'm watching both of them back to back. Okay, so I can give you a good review and compare the two. And so far, these are not my type of movies. I don't fucking like chick flicks. I sure as fuck don't like fucking chick flicks that were made for little girls fucking 34 years ago. I did not fucking watch it back then. Okay, I waited until now to watch this movie so I could get a fucking review, because that's what I do on this fucking channel. I give you a straight man's point of view. Okay, I call it chick flick destruction. Okay, and so far, I can honestly tell you, dude, I don't like either one of these movies that much. But if I had to pick between the live action and the cartoon, I will take the cartoon. Okay, I will take the cartoon. It's a better message. Okay, I understand Ariel in the cartoon. I get it. Okay, she's in love with this kid. Now I want to be like, why are you being such a fucking dumbass? You don't even know this guy. You saw him for a few fucking minutes, and now you're willing to give up everything in your life for this guy that doesn't even fucking know you exist? That's fucking stupid. Then I gotta remember it's for little girls. Oh, okay, yeah, little girls do shit like that all the time. They fantasize about this shit all the fucking time. So I get it. Okay, all right, I get it. Okay, the main character is immature, so of course she's gonna act immature, you know? I can't hold her up to adult standards. Okay, I get that. But now we got this movie here, the live action movie, okay? And there's nothing really about her. She likes the prince, and she probably does love him in the live action so far from what I've seen, okay? But she's never said it. She never told her dad, I love this guy. They turned it into a story about racism here. You know, well, speciesism, you could call it, okay? Because in the original cartoon, King Triton, okay, he did not want Ariel, okay, to go up in the surface world and start dating this human boy because he's a different species. It's not gonna work. Okay, she has responsibilities as a princess down in the kingdom where they fucking live, down in the water, not up there fucking dating a boy who you'll never be able to date realistically because he has legs and you don't. You see what I mean? So he's telling her, hey, I don't want you to throw your life away for a person that you can never be with. You know, you're wasting your life. It's the kind of thing a dumb little girl would do. And he's trying to protect her from that because he loves his daughter. Okay, and she refuses. Okay, she's over here fucking masturbating with the fucking statue of Eric that fell in the water. Okay, and King Triton sees that as a symbol. Okay, she's in love with a fucking human being, even though that could never fucking happen. Okay, they're not the same species. You see what I mean? They're not the same species. They can't reproduce. They can't get married. They can't fucking have children together. That's never gonna fucking happen. Okay, so why are you wasting your time with the surface while being in love, you know, acting like a fucking Justin Bieber groupie, you know, for a guy that you're never going to be able to get with, okay? I need you down here, okay? You know, and she refuses to see that. I love him, okay? You don't fucking know love is. You're a fucking kid, okay? So he destroys the statue. He destroys her belongings up there to teach her a lesson. He doesn't want to do it. You can clearly see at the end of that scene there in the cartoon, he felt bad about it. He felt really bad. That look on his face, like, dude, I didn't want to do this, you know, and I know that you hate me now, but you know what? I would rather you hate me and be alive, okay, and maybe you'll probably thank me later, okay, than to fucking love me and have you throw your life away for a boy that you'll never be able to be with, you know? He's trying to protect her, okay? This is his only way of getting through to her. He even says that. I got to get through to you. I'm going to get through to you somehow, okay? You're throwing your life away for this stupid boy that you're not even the same fucking species. You see what I mean? Okay, so that made sense. I can understand her immaturity with love. This is the first time she's ever felt this way about anybody, you know. Her wanting to explore other worlds, even though, you know, I mean, she can't. She can't. You know, she's a fucking half fish. You see what I mean? That's what it was about. Okay? And this live action one, what they did is they got rid of the whole thing that we're different species. and basically turn it into an allegory for racism, okay? So Ariel doesn't tell fucking her dad, played by Javier Bardem's King Triton, doesn't tell him, hey, I love him, Dad. She doesn't say that. She says that, just because he's a human doesn't mean we have to be enemies, okay? Which is just another fucking allegory, metaphor for racism, okay? So King Triton is not acting like a guy who's trying to protect her daughter from another species. He's talking like a fucking racist. He fucking hates fucking human beings. He's racist. You see what I mean? Human beings to him are all fucking Prince Erics. They're all straight white men. Okay? You see what I mean? That's the problem. And what she's saying is like, no, so what? Just because he's a different color doesn't mean we have to hate each other. Okay? Well, I agree with that 100%. Okay? But the King Triton here is substituting that. He doesn't really bring up the fact that there's no way they can be together. What he does bring up is, hey, these motherfuckers just like him killed your mother. Which makes no fucking sense because all of her sisters are different ethnicities and different nationalities. They're all completely different looking. They're all different ethnicities. Okay, so maybe they did kill Ariel's mother, but they didn't kill the mothers of all the other mermaids. That's fucking for sure. Okay. Or like I think King Triton just I think Ariel's mom just fucked a human. Went up there, got some legs, fucked a human, came back here and gave birth to her. That's what I think happened. What do I know, right? So in the live action version, basically he just hates human beings because he blames them for killing his wife. And because they're all a bunch of fucking savages, like he says. They're all a bunch of harpoon-loving fucking fish eaters. Well, they gotta eat fucking something. What the fuck do you mermaids eat down there? Exactly. Okay, you're no better than them, okay? So it turned it into fucking racism. So here we go. So Ariel is basically the avatar of fucking of diversity, okay? No. We can't have white people like my dad hating fucking human beings because that's racism. You see what I mean? That's the message they're going there. And the original movie had nothing to do with that. It had more to do like, hey, listen, you breathe underwater. He can never breathe underwater. Okay, there's no way he could live down here with you. Okay, you would have to go live up there. Okay, but you got fit. You can't walk around up there because you're a fucking half fish. So you can never be with him either. You see that he was trying to save her from trying to fucking pursue her life being with a boy that she can never be with. You see what I mean? That's the difference. Whereas here in the live action, Ariel's trying to teach her dad to stop being racist. And he can't control his temper because she's like, no, Dad, I don't agree with you. So he's like, argh! And he starts fucking smashing her shit because he's angry and he can't control his own fucking anger. Okay, you know why? Because he's weak. He's a weak, angry man. And that's exactly the type of father figure that all the fucking modern day Disney wants you to think that we're all that fucking way. You see what I mean? Yeah. You took the whole romance out of it. He fucking destroyed the statue not because it was a symbol of Ariel's love for a man that she'll never be able to get with. He did it just because he was fucking mad. And Ariel didn't talk to the fucking statue of Eric. Okay, you know why? Because, she's not necessarily in love with Eric. Okay, she's in love with the surface world. She's in love with the opportunities that the fucking human beings have up there that she doesn't have down here. You see what I mean? Over there, she can fucking be a boss bitch. She can be a CEO and get her fucking degree, and start running fucking corporations, and watching Sex and the City and fucking every guy in sight, that she wants to. You see what I mean? That's the difference. That's the true hero's journey in this movie, okay? And she can't do that down in the kingdom. You see what I mean? That's the real love. He said that's exactly what they're trying to fucking propose here. That's what they're pushing here in this fucking movie, man. God damn. Anyway, I'm Diego. I give you straight man's point of view, don't I? Yes, I do. All right. Now, listen. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth here, okay? If you're easily offended, get the fuck out right now, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing, okay? I'm gonna tell you the truth. We need more truth in this world. We need more fucking truth in this world, okay? And that's why I've decided that I'm gonna review your fucking chick flicks at least until the next round of the fucking the Sex and the City episodes come out. Okay, I think they come out in September. Okay, the new season, the second season. Yeah, what a bullshit last season was. And why am I doing that? Well, I started off this channel by reviewing Sex and the City episodes because I want to do something outside of my wheelhouse, you could say, my comfort zone. Okay, I usually watch action movies and superhero movies. I can talk you to death about that stuff. But you know what? There's plenty of other guys out there that already do that. What I have not seen on YouTube is I have not seen a straight guy, okay, that didn't fucking drink the fucking woke Kool-Aid. Okay, the manginas out there, you know who you are. Okay, I've never seen a straight guy fucking look at the stuff that women watch and give you a straight man's point of view. Okay, and I don't care if I fucking offend you. I don't care if I risk hurting your feelings. I don't give a fucking shit. All right, I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. You know what? Because it's better to know than not know. Okay, it's better to know what guys are really thinking, ladies. If you're watching this, okay, what guys are really thinking, how we think. Okay, what's important to us, okay? Not necessarily so you can agree with us, so at least you can know why we are the way that we are and the reasons behind it, okay? And you're gonna find out they're not so much different from your own reasons either of why you are the way you are, okay? We just go about it differently, okay? And I'm gonna call it the bullshit, okay? If this is unrealistic, I'll tell you. If it's realistic, I'll tell you that too, okay? So that's what I'm gonna tell you here, okay? Now, yes, I know it's a fucking kid's cartoon movie, okay? I don't expect it to be a fucking documentary, okay? I get it, all right? I understand there's a lot of leeway here for what's believable, okay? But the motto that you're supposed to have when you make these animated movies, okay, or these live action CGI fucking remakes, which aren't really remakes, they're reimaginings. That's what they call it. In other words, they're retcons, is what they are. They fucking threw out the old movie and made a new one full of fucking woke identity politics. That's all it fucking is, okay? That's reimagining, okay? It's not reimagining shit, okay? They're trying to educate the modern audience into their type of thinking, okay? And it's not gonna work. We're just gonna fucking reject it. That's why this movie is fucking, is what do you call it? Is puking fucking, is ass puking, okay? in the box office right now, all right? But okay, so I'm going to tell you the fucking truth here. Okay, now, that scene I just described to you from where Triton destroyed her shit, okay, that's where we left off last time. Okay, and like I said, it really bothered me that they got things so different in the live action version than they actually did in the cartoon version, okay? And the cartoon Triton was trying to give Ariel tough love. Like I said before, okay? And it bothered him a lot, okay? And Ariel cried. Ariel cried when her dad broke the statue. Remember that scene in the cartoon? She cried about it, okay? Because that statue represented her feelings for Eric, okay? She cried about that, but in the live action, she didn't cry. There's no fucking way she's gonna cry in front of a man. You see what I mean? That's the fucking difference between the live action and the cartoon, all right? Anyway, but they always have guys crying in front of girls, though, in these fucking Disney movies, don't they? How fucked up is that? All right. Anyway, yeah, so she refuses to cry in front of her dad when it's live action. But in the cartoon, she cried. She had no problem expressing her sadness for what her father did. All right. Now, in the live action, like I said, King Triton hated humans. Okay, because they killed his wife, okay, and he can't control his own anger, he can't control his rage, okay, and Ariel tells them not to be racist, basically, stop hating humans, One human did that. You can't judge all of them by that. You see what I mean? This is a fucking bullshit. Why don't you just put a fucking Black Lives Matter fucking flag down there while you're at it, all right? And then, like I said, she refuses to cry in front of him. Okay. Now, just real quickly here, I'm going to tell you right now who this asshole is that's responsible for all this bullshit. Okay, look him up if you want to. His name is Sean Bailey. Sean fucking Bailey is one of the reasons why Disney is on its way to go fucking bankrupt and why their stock prices are dropping like right off of a fucking cliff, okay? Sean Bailey's in charge of these goddamn fucking live action remakes, okay, or reimaginings, which are basically retconnings, these woke reimaginings. They're not reimagining shit, okay? They're retconning the cartoon and injecting their own fucking modern day woke identity politics into these fucking these cartoons, okay, so that they can educate the modern audience on how things are supposed to be, okay? And if you don't like it, that you're racist, okay? That's basically what they're saying. Sean Bailey's the guy doing this. He's the one responsible for the fucking Mulan remake, which even China fucking couldn't stand that movie, okay? He's responsible for the Aladdin remake, okay? He's responsible for all the fucking remakes that they're coming out with now, all right? It's his job to fucking make sure that woke identity politics and all the race swapping and gender swapping and sexuality swapping gets put in there, okay? He's the guy that's responsible for the Beauty and the Beast remake, okay? He was the one responsible for making sure that Gaston's lackey was gay. It was him that did that, even though he wasn't gay in the fucking cartoon. That's okay. That's the kind of shit that he's in charge of. Okay, so you want a name, put a name to it. Okay, there it is right there, Sean Bailey. All right, that's the motherfucker, all right? Now, another thing real quickly here, okay, about this, some of the things that don't make sense, okay? I saw this video by Disparo, and he talked about this. I'm going to bring it up here real quickly, okay? Basically, the reason, what the media is saying, okay, because this movie's not doing well, okay, it actually did decent its opening weekend in America, okay, but in the rest of the world, it fell off a cliff. It did no numbers, okay? China fucking just actively rejected this fucking movie. China rejected this movie, okay? That's the reason. China's the second largest movie audience, okay, in the world, okay? So that's why it's very important that American movies show in China, because they only allow a certain number of them a year, okay? And they depend on that box office. That's why you always see an Asian person in a fucking in a big budget blockbuster movie. You always see an Asian person as one of the main characters, if not the main character. That's the reason they do it, because they're trying to get the fucking Chinese people to watch these movies, because they need the money that China brings. That's why you can't have Chinese people as evil. You can't have Chinese people as as gay. You can't have and whenever you make like a Star Wars or something, whenever you have like a lesbian kissing, you got to cut that scene out and then send it to China, okay? Because they don't allow that shit over there, okay? Also, if you have black people in your movie, okay, and the movie poster, you got to cover the cover. You got to either shrink them to this size, like they did in Star Wars: The Force Awakens to Finn's character, or they put the mask on him like they did on Black Panther, okay? So you don't see it's a black guy underneath there, okay? They do that shit so that China can watch your fucking movie, all right? They cater to China. Okay, well, China rejected this fucking movie completely. Okay, one guess as to why. Okay, and so of course the media, what they're now saying, the media that are in the pocket of Disney, okay, the reporters and the so-called journalists, okay, which are not really journalists, okay, they're blaming racism. That's the reason that this movie is not doing well overseas, is because of racism, okay? Now, this doesn't explain why the very next weekend, Spider-Man across the multiverse, or wherever the fuck it was, because I fucking hated that movie too, Spider-Man Across the Multiverse, whatever, that came out, and the main character in that movie was a black kid, okay? Half Latino, half black, okay? And that movie did gangbusters, did great. Even on the other side of the world, it did great. It's still doing great. It's still playing. Okay, and that had a black lead character, and nobody was screaming racism for that one, but they're screaming racism for The Little Mermaid. Okay, now here's another thing. Okay, the American journalists love to cry racism on this kind of shit, but I'm gonna say that's bullshit, and this is why. It has nothing to do with us. Okay, look at it this way. All right, in case you didn't know, that China also has movie studios over there. Did you know that? They're trying to compete with America. They actually have their own big, so-called big budget movies that they make over there. In fact, they show more of them over there than they do the American movies. Okay, like I said, the Chinese government restricts how many American movies make it to their country. So it's usually got to be a big budget movie, okay, that checks off certain boxes, or else they won't allow it. Like no gay stuff, They're not going to tell you no black people, but under the table, it's like, just don't put them on the poster. Cover them up. That's what they'll tell you. Okay, but they have their own movies. Okay. And those movies that China makes, they send them to America too. They do. But none of those movies ever come into the big theaters. They never go to the movie theater. They go straight to like Netflix or Amazon Prime. They go straight to streaming. They don't get any sort of fucking marketing push. They don't make commercials on that shit. The ads for those movies are not going to show up on fucking Instagram or on Facebook or YouTube or any of that kind of fucking shit. Okay? They don't do that stuff. You know why? Because Americans don't fucking watch their movies. Okay? Do you really think fucking there's going to be a line out the door of a fucking movie theater to go see fucking Ip Man 3, with Donnie Yen? Of course not. You know why? Because Americans don't fucking spend money on Chinese movies. They don't. They don't. I mean, very few of us actually will go out of our way, and I would go see Ip Man with Donnie Yen, because I love Donnie Yen, okay? But that shit never comes to the theaters here in America. It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. And you know what? Nobody fucking screams racism over that. But when we send an American movie over there and they don't go see it, we scream racism. Do you not fucking understand? We don't even watch their fucking movies. And they're not over here calling us racist. I'm not sticking up for China here. I'm an American. I'm a patriot, okay? But god damn it, when we don't see their fucking movies, we don't call them, they don't call us racist. But when they don't see our movies, we call them racist. What the fuck? God damn, you see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. This is the whole bullshit involved in this fucking mainstream Hollywood fucking movies, man. I swear to fucking God, dude. This just gotta fucking stop. Okay, moving right along. So Ariel, she swims over to Ursula's place because Ursula contacted her. Okay, she sees the withered plant creatures that are there. Now, in the live action one, these plant creatures try to grab her and stop her from going into Ursula's tunnel. But they're little plant, they can't keep her back. So she swims over there, okay, and Ursula's there, played by Melissa McCarthy, with her big fucking fat ass. I thought she actually did pretty well here. Okay, it was kind of weird, her accent. She has an American accent. And Ariel has an American accent, but her dad has a Spanish accent. Her sisters have Romanian accents. Eric has a British accent. It's like, well, what the fuck are we doing? Where the fuck are we? You see, this stuff like that doesn't make sense. Like in the original one, the cartoon, Ariel and Eric both had American accents. And everyone else had a British accent. I mean, not the sea creatures, okay? They had American accents too. And I think Sebastian, the cartoon Sebastian, had a Jamaican accent too. So that part's accurate, okay? But as far as the rest of it, just where the fuck are we? Okay, I don't get it. All right, anyway. So, yeah. Okay, and of course she has an American accent, okay, and she overacts it, okay. This is fucking melodrama out the ass. It's a Disney movie, okay. So she's trying to mimic how you animate a cartoon. Ursula. You gotta remember Ursula's movements in the cartoon were very extravagant, very hyperbolic. She moved like this. She moved her ass, her big fat ass, and she was also her sleeve, her arms were bare in the cartoon, but Melissa McCarthy's arms are covered. Why? Why are they covered in the live action? But in the cartoon they were bare. Who fucking knows? Anyway, and she's got the spiky fucking hair and all that kind of fucking shit, So, I mean, it's not difficult to play this character, I know a lot of people fucking gave Margot Robbie so much praise when she played Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movie. And anybody can I can play fucking Harley Quinn just as good as fucking as Margot Robbie. And any one of you girls out there can play Harley Quinn. Okay, it's not a difficult character to play. Okay, you fake a fucking Jersey accent and you put on some fucking makeup and you go to fucking Hot Topic and buy some fucking clothes. It's not fucking difficult. Anybody could fucking do that. It's not stretching your fucking your talent or your acting ability. Okay, anybody can fucking do that. And it's the same thing with Ursula. Okay, when you're playing a cartoon character, it's not difficult to play that character. All right, you just got to mimic the voice, mimic the body movements. The fact that they hired you means that you sort of already look like this character. All you need now is some makeup and a wig, and you're fucking there. So yeah, it's not difficult, and it's not difficult for Melissa McCarthy to play this character. Okay, it's not like she was like she was like struggling with this role or anything, or had to do any sort of fucking serious research. She did not. Okay, it was very easy to play this fucking character. All right, so she's there. She and of course, while she talks to Ariel, and she acts like a lifelike cartoon. Okay, she offers her humanity to turn her into human, and she offers her this while she's staring at her reflection in the mirror. Now, here's the thing that a lot of women have, a lot of American women have, a big problem that a lot of American women have. Okay, and that is, okay, you ever ask a woman, okay, are you in a scale of 1 to 10? What are you? Okay, the woman almost always says I'm a 10, almost always. Even though fucking my eyes are the same as hers, and we know goddamn well she ain't a fucking 10, okay? But they always say they're a 10, okay? Because not only do they want to believe it, okay, but some of them actually do believe it, okay? Okay, well, Melissa McCarthy's character, Ursula, is just like that, okay? She looks herself in the mirror and she thinks she's fucking gorgeous, even though we all see her a big fucking fat ass. Ugly fucking fat ass woman, okay? But, she sees herself as gorgeous, all right? And she acts like she's fucking Marilyn Monroe, even though she's fucking not. Okay, and a big problem that women have. I'm sorry, ladies, some of you do. Okay, some of you, I'm sorry, and I look at women. Okay, and you're not all 10s. Okay, and I'm not saying that to hurt your feelings or nothing like that. Okay, and it only fucking matters if you're out there looking for somebody. That's the only, most of you already got somebody or whatever, So it only matters if you're trying to attract somebody. Okay, but a lot of women think that they're going to win. Us guys, we know we're not. I know I'm not a fucking 10. Okay, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I'm a fucking 10. Because you know why? Because ladies, what would you think if I told you I was a 10? You'd be like, oh God, another fucking misogynist who thinks he's all that. Another narcissist who thinks he's God's gift to women. Blah, 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 blah. I bet you he thinks he's fucking a stud in bed. He fucking thinks he's all that. Oh yeah. He's just so fucking deluded. The typical shit you see on fucking sitcoms. But when a girl says that and we tell her the same thing, no, you're not. You're not a 10. It's like, you fucking piece of shit, misogynist. You're no fucking 10. See, it's always the guy's fault for telling her the truth. You see what I mean? You see the hypocrisy here? Okay, it's the same fucking shit that Ursula's doing, okay? She thinks she's a fucking 10, even though audience and everyone, Ariel, we all know that she's not, okay? But anyway, she treats herself, she acts like she is, okay? And she starts singing that fucking bullshit song, Poor Unfortunate Souls. No, I'm not gonna fucking sing because I don't fucking remember the lyrics. The reason I don't fucking remember the lyrics, I don't give a shit. All right. So she offers her the typical Faustian deal, okay? 3 days being a human. Yeah, and I'm gonna give you 3 days as a human being. During that time, you must get Prince Eric to fucking kiss you. Not just any kiss, but the kiss of true love. So basically, you gotta get this guy to fucking fall in love with you, okay? Within 3 days and kiss you, right? Ariel assumes that he will fall in love with her. Like, what the fuck? All we know, first of all Ariel knows about Eric is that she looked at him for a few minutes and she fell in love with him based on just looking at him. And then she saved his life. Okay, and she was so proud of herself when she saved his life that she decided to sing him a fucking song when he was fucking half conscious. Okay, and then she swam away in the water. Okay, when his people rescued him. Okay, so she doesn't know this guy. She's never talked to this guy. Okay, she's never had a she knows nothing about him other than that he's hot. Okay, and that he's got a dog. That's all she fucking knows. Okay, she saved his life. She doesn't know shit about him, but she's in love with him. Well, that's the kind of thing that a fucking dumbass girl would do. Okay, I'm sure every fucking girl that went to her first fucking David Cassidy concert in 1971 fell in love with David Cassidy from the fucking Partridge Family. Okay, but ladies, now that you're fucking older now, do you still think it was true love? No, it wasn't, was it? Okay, it was a fucking teenage crush. Okay, it was like you just started fucking menstruating, your hormones just started kicking in, and now you were getting horny. And what do you do when you get fucking horny? Do you look at anyone at your school? No, you don't. You fucking watch TV and you see who all the other girls think is horny, and you start being horny for that guy too. Okay, David Cassidy from the Partridge Family. Okay, basically that's what's going on with her. Okay, and every generation's got their fucking David Cassidy. My generation was goddamn fucking New Kids on the Block, and I hate those motherfuckers. All right, but your generation might have been fucking Justin Bieber, okay, or Jonas Brothers, or whoever the fuck else is out there being a fucking pussy. All right. But anyway, the point is, okay, that's what Ariel's going through. She's going through the fucking Justin Bieber syndrome right now. The Harry Styles syndrome right now, okay? She doesn't know what the fuck love is. So how the fuck can she get love from him? And even if she fucking is really in love with him, okay, how the fuck does she know he's in love with her? He doesn't, okay? Like, she never even fucking talked to this guy. And the only time he looked at her, he was fucking half asleep when he looked at her. The one time he looked at her, okay? So what the fuck? How is she gonna get this guy? He's a fucking prince on land, okay? You're a fucking mermaid. You don't know anybody up there. How the fuck are you gonna compete with the other fucking hot girls that are up there? They're gonna try to fucking win him over. Okay, you can't. You don't even fucking know how. Okay, you see what I mean? You see how fucking stupid this is? God damn. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, Ariel, she assumes that the prince is gonna, not Ariel, the movie assumes that the prince is going to fall in love with Ariel, okay? He's royalty, and I'm sorry, but, he's a fucking high-class man, okay? He's the heir to the fucking throne, okay? The whole fucking kingdom knows who the fuck he is. And I guarantee you, every fucking girl out there knows he's an eligible bachelor in his own fucking kingdom, okay? He's fucking royalty, for Christ's fucking sake. And what is Ariel? Now, I know she's royalty underwater, but on land, she's just another fucking bimbo. So how the fuck does she know she's going to fall in love with her? You see what I mean? Anyway, so there's that, okay. And also, Ursula tells her that she's gonna have to lose her voice for 3 days, so she can't talk to him, because that wouldn't be fair if she talked to him and sang to him and got her to fall in love, got him to fall in love with her voice, So she's gonna take her voice away, she says, you're gonna have to use, the cartoon Ursula said, you're gonna have to use the other stuff to get him to fall in love with you, You still got your looks, you gotta use your body language, that kind of shit to get him to fall in love with you, all right? And now also the cartoon Ursula also told Ariel what would happen to her if she didn't fucking pay up after 3 days. Because she gave an example of some people. She turned this ugly couple into fucking good-looking people, and when they couldn't pay Ursula, she turned them into fucking plant creatures. Yeah, okay. In the cartoon, she showed Ariel that, okay. And but in the live action, she didn't show Ariel that. All right. Okay, so Ariel starts having second thoughts, okay? And that's when fucking Ursula decides to fucking tell her, hey, okay, go ahead. The reverse psychology, go ahead. Go back to your daddy then. Go back to being nothing. Go back to your daddy, and well, you'll never leave the underwater world again. And that fucking makes Ariel, because she's stupid and young, decide that she's going to make this deal with Ursula. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop my review right here. But I will be back shortly to continue my review of Little Mermaid. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.